This is a brief introduction to a volume that I recently edited titled The Decline of Established Christianity in the Western World, Interpretations and Responses. While church attendance in the West is often cited as being in decline, it is argued in this volume that this applies primarily to the older established forms of Christianity. Other expressions of the faith are in fact stable or even growing in this part of the world. This volume provides interpretations of and responses to this decline of established Christianity in the Western world. It also addresses the future of Christianity in the West after the decline. It draws upon historical research, sociology, religious studies, philosophy, and theology. An international panel of contributors provide in this volume new theoretical frameworks for understanding this decline and offer creative suggestions for responding to it. Three brief examples of the decline of established Christianity can be mentioned here. First of all, the Archbishop of Canterbury, Rowan Williams, in 2014 claimed that the United Kingdom had become a post-Christian country. Secondly, T. Skundach, the Vice President of the Protestant Church in Germany, in 2016 has stated that we are getting smaller, poorer, and older, referring to the Protestant Church in Germany. And third, Daniel Alshire, the Executive Director of the Association of Theological Schools in the United States and Canada, claims that in the future around 80 of the 100 mainline seminaries will either be merged with larger institutions or radically restructured because of the lack of money and students. There are many other examples that could be provided. Those are just a few. In this volume, many of the authors address some of these specific phenomena in the specific context around the Western world. And then they also provide responses to this development, asking how we can respond to it, what we can do to engage this development in a positive sense. Four of the issues that are addressed, among many others, are, first of all, the issue of mission. How do we employ missions today in the Western world? How should we understand it? What are some of the things we should be sensitive to when thinking about missions? Secondly, youth and young adult ministries. How can youth and young adult ministries be successfully employed today? What can be done, especially in these established traditions of Christianity and the churches existing? And thirdly, the issue of apologetics. In what way can a gentle apologetics be encouraged? A defense of the faith on intellectual, philosophical grounds. And finally, the issue of the priesthood of all believers. How can the laity, the non-ordained ministers and members of the church take on more responsibility for the future of the church?